King. Gather round for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling, featuring the JDF Memorial Sovereign Soundboard. Welcome to the Nuck If You Buckingham Palace. As always, I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Joined by Young King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name. What's up with it?
Good.
Hey man, we got special guests in the building, man. You want to do the honors, Reek?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we don't gotta go crazy because he got a key to the crib. He done been here before. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Our guy from the Marks with Mikes, Mr. 6'9", JT in the building.
Yes, sir. AKA your mama work friend in the building. And I ain't
Yes,
come alone.
No, sir. Because over there at the Culture Clash Network, we got friends over there. So my guy from the Humble Roses podcast, Dallas, is in the building. What's good, bro?
What's good? Ready for the smoke. How y'all doing? It's a pleasure to be here. Apologize for the mishap last time. Players fuck up.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
yes, sir.
That is a motto around here.
I was about to say. Yeah.
It's all good. Welcome, fellas, to the palace. We here, man. Another week.
Boy.
You know how I go. I ain't really watching no wrestling this week. So
hey, you got to watch SmackDown.
I did
show.
catch up on SmackDown like last minute before we got on here. So I skipped through a lot of shit because y'all know Johnny Gargano matches and shit, man. I ain't rocking with it.
Whoa. What we doing?
Ilya, though. He not a fan. He not a fan of
Johnny. I ain't a Johnny guy, man.
He ain't a fan. Listen, bro. I tried. It ain't gonna go. It ain't gonna go. But him and Ilya was fire though. Like Ilya is putting working boots on every week on some crazy.
I might go run it back one of these days. I don't know. I'm just saying when I had to find out what was going on, so I had to rush through it. So I'm gonna point out some of the other stuff I've seen in a second, but I want to go to some non-wrestling stuff real quick. Shout out to this Michael Jackson movie. The trailer finally dropped. Shout out to that, man. What MJ fit y'all rocking to the premiere, man?
Ooh, you already know what I'm wearing. I got a Thriller jacket in the closet right now.
Yeah, you do.
Right. What you mean?
I forgot about that. Yeah,
we all in that bit like this. So
I'm gonna have to pull out the classic vest when he had Chris Tucker on stage in the jacket.
Oh, at the Garden.
Yeah, at the Garden.
Rocking my world shit.
Yeah. That's why
I was thinking about getting
that suit and the fedora on.
Oh, the suit and fedora?
Nice.
That's it.
Yeah.
The Billie Jean joint.
Cause that was my jam, boy.
Yeah, Billie Jean Hope. Now I was thinking about doing the Thriller cover with the white suit with the black shirt up under it and the black top, the black belt.
That's
what I was thinking of, low key.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna buy like 3 seats in the theater. I'm gonna just lay across like on the Thriller cover the whole time watching the movie.
Hey, I was just about to say that, bro. Like if you go, you gotta buy like 3 seats in a row. Just hit the pose real quick.
I'm gonna have me a little tiger with me and shit.
That was the pose back in the 80s, bro. Everybody had that pose.
Facts.
Yeah, shout out to Thriller, man.
Like
shout out to John Cena, man. My GOAT. My GOAT, he deserved better than this tournament. I was kind of excited for the tournament at first, and then I seen the lineup so far. I ain't feeling it, bro. Damian Priest versus Rusev, Sheamus versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Jey Uso versus The Miz, and LA Knight versus a surprise opponent. That's half the field right there. It ain't looking too good.
Yeah.
I don't want to see John Cena face none of them niggas.
And you know that mystery opponent gonna be Joe Hendry.
It might be.
It's gonna be Joe Hendry because it ain't nobody else for him to really do anything with. Pause. My thing is that if we looking at John Cena's final opponent, I mean, I thought could be Joe Hendry, could be Edge. Never know.
I'm still until it don't happen, I'm still be delusional and say it's gonna happen.
I still think the idea though for his final match is that it should be a gauntlet. Because I think it should be like a blast from his past, so all of his opponents that he's had the biggest rivalries with So I was thinking like, and I know this is just fantasy booking because that's what y'all are really good at. That's what we are really good at. So I was just thinking of like, we already got Brock Lesnar out of the way. We haven't seen Cena and Batista go at it. We already seen him and Randy Orton go at it. There's Edge. There's still, I mean, I don't think that they're going to do this, but you could have his last opponent could either be Joe Hendry, could be The Rock. It could be a multitude of people. Like we're leaving out a lot of people whose history ties in with Cena. And I think his last match really should be a gauntlet match. That's particularly what I think.
You mean like some Mortal Kombat shit?
Yeah, bro. Like he just,
Hey, yeah, that'd be
like
hard.
he
Hey,
goes
that
through everybody, and then the last person, it could be a Joe Hendry, or it could be The Rock sending out. Who knows? Like it's just they could have booked it so much better.
hey, that's how you get my guy Tommy Invincible in the mix too. That'd be
That's what I'm
fire.
saying.
He ain't lying.
Like get and y'all need to give these folks something other than oh, you get to face John Cena in his last match and that's it. Like, what we
Right.
doing this for?
That's
Like,
what
let
I'm
me get
saying.
a title shot or something. Like, if I beat him, like add some more stakes to this.
Like
And it
he didn't even
and
win the Intercontinental Championship. They could have did that on his tour.
Yeah.
No, they gonna fight on some crazy boots like on above the rim. How they play flip? What was it? Bernie Mac's character flip
Yeah.
for some boots. That's what it's gonna be, bro. That's gonna be the consolation prize right there. Horrible booking for John Cena. Although that
yeah.
Rusev and Damian Priest do make sense. If you know, you know. If you
Hey,
know,
I'll just go
you
revisit our
know.
Rusev conversation.
Mm.
What was that
Who
from
did?
last week?
Yeah,
So
man.
what was that conversation about? I would like to know.
Well, basically, my thing was this: you brought him back in part of what you saw him doing in AEW, like
Mhm.
when you had the gods gimmick going on. Like that's the presentation you want to have to bring him back with, and they basically been doing that. But then you can't book him like that as the monster heel, and then he loses 3 times in a row to Dom Mysterio, and I think 2 of them were for the title. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like, and what I
He don't need
equated
to be
to
getting
was,
pinned in triple threats either.
yeah, like if he was going, like we said with the triple threat last Saturday, if it was somebody going to take the L, let Penta do it because he's over. He's not going to get too hurt by that. But I equated it to like when Bray Wyatt did his promo stuff like that. Like everything sounded so grandiose, like oh he's this and that and the third, and he gets in a big match and loses. That's what you're doing with Rusev, and the way you built him, the way he's again coming out of AEW, it's like he should be looking strong. Not saying that Dom should be taking L's like that because obviously he's who you building towards your future, but him taking loss after loss after loss and still being considered a threat, the math don't math on that. So that was my thing.
My counter argument to that is everything that you just said makes perfect sense. I would like to give an example of when they did that and it actually ended up working out for the person that happened to. So let's take a step back. If you think about it, when Asuka came out of NXT, when she first got to the main roster, what did they do? She kept losing to Carmella in like ridiculous fashion, Charlotte Flair. But then by the end of that year, after she had lost to Charlotte Flair, she had won when she started, she won the first women's Royal Rumble. She went to WrestleMania. She lost. However, they built her back up over time, and then she ended up winning I would say the SmackDown Women's title,
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
around the time that
TLC.
TLC,
Yep.
and they going into that, what did they do the following Royal Rumble, right? The following Royal Rumble, she has a match against Becky Lynch, who was
Mm-hmm.
the number one woman in the company at the time. What they did was when she tapped out Becky had to go back and get her lick back in the Rumble. With
Yep.
Asuka, they built her up as a credible threat coming out of NXT, but then they knocked her down a peg, but then built her back up. I don't know. It's a weird ideology that they have that they kind of did that with Shinsuke Nakamura. The only thing is they didn't put a world title on him. They kind of did that with Finn Balor. getting really Kevin Owens. It's the main thing that they do. They did it with Rusev when he came out of NXT because he had to get the United States Championship, ended up losing it to Cena, but then they built him back up over time. So in a way, yeah, it does make sense, but that's kind of how they do business over there. That's what they did with Jade, put a title on her, but then they knocked her down, built her back up, did that with Nia Jax, Liv Morgan. It's a constant slippery slope. So I'm not saying that I disagree, but I think the only thing is that I think going into next year, they're finally gonna like get the ball rolling with Rusev. He just needs to have a standout Royal Rumble performance or something in the Elimination Chamber, and then we're off to the races.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying though.
I'm
Hey,
sorry,
with that being
I wasn't
said,
trying to say you were wrong. I was just
No,
no,
I,
he's
I
good.
got you. Yeah,
He's
yeah,
good. With that being said, let's let Rusev go a little far in this tournament, and then we can kind of reverse course on that. I think
yeah.
that's the best way to start is in this tournament because like he got some of the most out of everybody named in here outside of the Miz, like he got the most history for real. I mean, Sheamus for sure too, but like
Yeah.
he got the most history. That makes sense. So let's get that crack.
Mhm.
Another shout out, man. Shout out to Dom Mysterio, the king of the luchadores, the real Rey Mysterio,
Man, listen.
real king. Shout out him
I got
speaking
so
up for
much
his
to say
pops
about
too,
that.
man.
I got so much to say about that. No, let me yo, Fontaine, let me ask you a question, bro. Um, let me ask you a question. Like, what are you noticing about this shift between the fans with Dominik Mysterio back then versus now? What do you think changed?
He started looking like his real daddy.
Yeah.
Starting to act like him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's his real pops, man. He had to speak up for his pops too, man. Don't be talking about bro pops like that, Ray.
Keep my daddy name out your mouth, nigga. But when he said that, oh, okay. All right, bet.
It's like it was always one of the things that it's like was there, but not like once he leaned into it, that's where it said, okay, now we can rock with it. Now we can vibe with it. Cause it's like you found your identity for real that you can really take and just hit the rocket with. So
Because
yeah,
y'all
nah,
remember,
that's
like, when Eddie started doing that more consistently, like, he was a heel at first and he started just cheating more and the fans started liking it. Like, it's the
yep.
same shit with Dom. Like, he undeniable. And I'll give it probably, if not Mania, at some point in the middle of next year, that's when he's gonna take off and he's
Look,
just gonna be getting like the craziest face reactions that
I t-
unfathomable 5 years ago when nobody wanted to see him 5 years ago.
I tweeted this maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. I said everybody want to put that Limp Bizkit, with Rock and Stone Cold back in the day. Everybody want to put that video up. Nobody's paying enough attention to Finn and Dom's dynamic because that is one of those that's going to make a mega star because it's been going on for so long throughout the whole at some point people get fatigued with Judgment Day and things like that, but they keep on with this tension that keeps going up and down week after week. When that finally blows up, the program that they put on together is what's going to send Dom into that mega stratosphere. It's
Oh
going to
yeah.
be crazy.
We
Absolutely.
gotta clip this up and hold on to that one too.
Oh yeah,
I'll make a bolder claim. I say by WrestleMania 43, he'll be in the main event title picture.
I hope so.
I can see it. Oh yeah,
I,
because I think whatever happens with him, this Mania is going to set that up.
but they gotta be committed to making that happen because they had something with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, and they didn't pull the trigger on that. Like after years of buildup, they kept us waiting to see what was going to happen, and then they decided to like cut the cord and do something off camera. And I just
Right.
think that's a bad way to do business. And you would think with somebody with the ideology of long builds like Triple H has been basically putting on the fans. Where the fuck is all of this at the end of the day? Because it's like you get us invested in something and then you take it away. And then you try to replace that person with another act, and it's not the same. A la Killer Cross and Scarlett with Aleister Black and Zelina Vega.
Mm-hmm.
More on that later. You,
Mm-hmm.
if you're going to push Dom into the stratosphere, now's the time to do it. He needs to have a showcase in the Royal Rumble. Honestly, he should have beaten John Cena at some point this year. He should have at least had a better showing in the Rumble. And he needs to beat somebody credible like a Randy Orton. He needs to have that top level talent. Not saying AJ Styles isn't, but a top level talent that he needs to get a sneaky win over, like a sneaky non-title win over Cody Rhodes. That's how Eddie came up. He just was putting on banger matches after banger matches. And then the less he did, the more he became loved, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all think about him and
Sure.
Ray hair versus mask at Survivor Series at the crib?
And
See?
Hair versus
the
mask. That don't sound bad.
that's the one.
But for me, that don't do nothing for me because I done seen Ray without his mask on before. We had like a few good solid years, even on the indies, without the mask.
Hey, you know, anything that didn't happen in WWE don't exist.
Right. And the thing I would argue with that is it doesn't excite you because you've seen it before. However, let's look at the variables for this. It's in both of their hometowns. It's Survivor Series, which is the lesser of the big four PLEs. Let's just call it what it is. And trust me, Survivor Series is one of my favorite PLEs. But this might be a way for Dom to retire the concept of Rey Mysterio, which would make him the greatest Mysterio of all time. And I don't
play right into the gimmick.
Yep.
Yeah. That's where we're going. And we getting licks back on Eddie from 1997, from 2005. Like,
right.
All these things kind of write themselves.
You know what'll make it even better? If in the stipulation, if he wins, he changes his name to Dominik Guerrero. That's the icing on the cake for me. If you do that,
you
the GOAT. You the greatest luchador of all time. If you could change your last name to Guerrero, you the great.
Here's my last thing on this, and then we'll move on here. But
I would like a Mysterio Guerrero faction.
That would be cool too. But what we could do, he changes his name to Dominik Guerrero, and then he run that for a little bit, and then we building up him as a face. Then he gonna change his name back to Mysterio because he gotta, rep for his true heritage, something like this. It is full circle moment.
I still think he a test tube, baby. I think he half and half Ray jeans, half Eddie jeans, and this is
that might be facts.
Because the older he get, the more he look like Eddie.
And another thing is, if he like Fontaine said, if the face turn does happen, I would suggest WWE going into the concession stand and having like Mysterio chicken tenders. Like the price of that shit would go right up. Like people would be buying like Dominik Mysterio, like, I don't know, put a flag with his face on it or something, or a mask. Come on now, people gonna buy it. If you sell something that they can be feel like they are part of, they're gonna buy into that. Just like example, like I don't really think people bought into this because they just brought him in, but like think of Cody Rhodes with the paper bags. Remember when people were like, yo, he would put paper bags over people's heads and shit like that. If you make people feel like they part of something, they're gonna play right into it.
Yeah, he stole that whole gimmick from Kristen Troy off of Nip Tuck. If you know, you know. He put that bag over his shorty head and just kept going. Like he's like, put the bag on, put it over here. Just with the clapping.
Facts.
Hey, no, that might be something.
Hey, these great ideas, yo. Great ideas. Last shout out I'm gonna give to whoever made this call to debut Lash Legend on SmackDown this past week. Yeah. And not only did Lash Legend make the debut this past week, it was in an alliance with the Queen, Nia Jax.
My queen.
Lord,
How we feeling?
Tariq, go for it, Tariq.
Bro, between that and just that quick bit with Jade coming out 2 seconds and drop the mic and leave, I said, this could be SmackDown of the year. Y'all don't gotta show me nothing else. But I seen Lash pull up on Alexa and her walked out with Nia Jax. Sean snuck in Gorilla said, I'm booking the show tonight. Y'all get out the way. I got this. That's all it was. That's all it was. I maintain that. Them boys, I ain't see SmackDown cook like that consecutively in a hot minute.
Man.
That was beautiful. That's beautiful.
2 straight segments, right?
Yeah.
Back to back.
Going crazy.
Uh,
I know they had beef in NXT a few months ago, but like this is like when Kobe recruited Matt Barnes to the Lakers. He said, "Yo, I fucks with you, man. You got heart, man. Come fuck
You're
with
right.
me."
if you think about it, like sometimes the best people that you align with are your greatest rivals. Like when Seth's had the vision, Bronson Reed was giving him like
Facts.
crazy work before he joined the vision.
The
And my
bar,
thing with
y'all remember the
my
bar?
yeah, my thing with Lash is, and I said this I said this in a short. I'm like, she's been main roster ready since last year. Like we ain't even
Oh yeah,
going.
Right.
We ain't
Big
even going.
facts.
She been main roster
Big
ready.
facts.
I think that shit would evolve with just her giving back before they sent her main roster ready. Because that don't even matter now. What I will say is I love the callback. I love the callback. So what I mean is, Lash Legend came in there and started flinging Alexa Bliss around the same way when China debuted and she started flinging Marlena around when she debuted. Think about it. It's the same exact thing.
you right.
Same exact thing. A big brolic woman coming in, swinging a blonde girl around, strangling her. And my thing is that it went from SmackDown to Blackdown. So it went from Smack to Black. And having Jade there to solidify it just shows that there's a lot of power in the women's division, and there's going to be even more star power if they lean on Lash, Jade, Nia, Charlotte, and Alexa. Um, as far as Julia goes, we'll get to that later because I ain't trying to direct. But no, I think Lash Legend is going to be completely fine. They're going to win the tag team championships, and then they'll do the breakup later down the line next year.
Man, I'm not gonna hold you. The only thing SmackDown was missing was Jagged Edge singing.
With Jeff
And
Hardy in the background.
Jeff Hardy in the background, Bruce up
Vince
there, Yin
Wayne.
Yang Twins, something. That was the blackest SmackDown that I have seen since the wedding. I loved it. I loved every moment of it. I got to see both my bays on the TV screen, Jade and
At the same
Nia
time.
at the same time, Nia Jax. I mean,
Same damn time.
who we've been dating in my mind like for the past 3 years, but that's another story. But seeing
Damn, that's
seeing
it.
that, seeing that, bro, seeing that happen, I damn near shedded a tear. We finally got Jade in her element.
Yes.
And I've been saying this since last year. They need to pull in on some of the shit she did with AEW and just give it that WWE paintbrush. You know what I'm saying? Like when she came out and said, "I'm that bitch," I felt that shit in my soul.
She
When
meant
la-
that.
when Last Legend came and started dangling poor little Alexa Bliss, like her feet was in the air. Like anytime your feet is dangling like this, like you lost. When I seen that, that was pure authority. That was a statement saying, I'm here. I'm the new bitch on the corner. Watch out. And I ain't come alone. I'm rolling with a heavy. Who's the
Man,
heavy in this situation?
man, I don't know
Right.
because here's the crazy part is like with Jade, she could have had a faction. Like she could have had the baddies faction in WWE, and that would have been a great way to introduce the meta girls if they would have played their cards right. But now with this,
Say the
and
same
now
shit.
we getting B Fab and Jade next week, and then you got Meechin right. I'm like, dude, this is like literally, this is like one of the blackest. This has got to be the blackest SmackDown I've ever seen.
Telling you, bro. Like
You keep talking, bro. They may be a part of that faction. Me, Chin, and B-Fab.
I'm saying because Meechin calls herself the Blasian Baddie, that kind of ties in, and like Jade could, be the faction. She's gonna be the faction leader, and there's other things that go into play that help make that faction click. Because if then Nia would be part of it, she would be that heavy. I don't know, man. I'm just looking like towards the future. I need a heel black woman stable.
with that.
I'm telling y'all, man.
That's
Hey,
that's
did
the
we say something like that? We need to book this division. We know how to do it, man.
yeah, man. That's
We know how
gonna
to
feed
do
a
it,
couple
man.
families for real.
Big facts, man.
We're gonna feed our family, you know what I'm saying? Put that Saban in play. I'm trying to get the PS6 when it come out, so I need Nia Jax booked on TV consecutively every week, doing something. Bring that money home. Go ahead, babe.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, shout out to my president too, man. Chelsea Green.
Hey, that's another
Getting it
one,
back.
bro. Bro, that this whole thing that they got going with her and Ethan Page and this I don't know if there's some kind of just some union they got going on. That is going to be so dope when he gets called up. Like, obviously, whenever he loses the North American title, I think that's going to be a wrap. It's going to be time
Bro,
for
he
him to
need
go up.
to have been called up this week. That need to have been his call up.
Honestly, but it's like that. Somebody backstage looked at that, and I read about it. They was like, "Yo, this is money. This is something we can rock with." But Ethan don't got a whole lot left to do in NXT at this point. It's just at that point, you just whoever the next guy is up in that mid card division, put them over, get out of there. It's like you got endless runway with this. And Chelsea is like Chelsea did that thing that Cody was talking about where he talked to John Cena and was like, after the loss to Roman, he was like, just be the champ without the belt. Chelsea low key has been doing that because
period.
She hasn't had the U.S. title, but none of the heat came off her at all. So this was just kind of course correcting. With Julia, we mentioned his name earlier. I equated it to Shinsuke all over again. And it's early, so I'm not going to say that that's how it's going to stay, but I got PTSD from that because I done seen this story before. Shinsuke with IC title. Here, there, a title defense, maybe, and then he just drops it out of nowhere. Whatever it is. The only positive I saw was they brought Kiana James in because I love me some Kiana James. But we didn't, with the amount of time y'all spent recruiting and bringing her in to WWE, and then that monster run through NXT was like, okay, feel like we gonna get on some good road here when she gets to the main roster. But it was like, okay, win the U.S. title, and then we just said, all right, we got other stuff to do. We're gonna let you chill over here. So, yeah, I'll salute to my president, but don't let Julia become another Shinsuke because Shinsuke might be comfortable with it. I ain't, but you spent too much time and investment into this woman for it to be going like this so early on.
Facts. I don't know if y'all seen. Pull my hair real quick and the damn Loftus fell apart.
Damn.
Damn.
You gotta moisturize your shit, bro.
Yeah, it be moisturized. The shit was hanging on for dear life, kind of like Julia with the U.S. title. And unfortunately, it got took. We gotta reattach this motherfucker.
In a few more, you're gonna be looking like Rich Swann.
Oh shit!
Yikes!
Shout out to Rich Swann, man. He knew it was time. He knew it was time.
Woo. Time to come home, bro.
Hey, man, let's talk about this week in wrestling history. First off, happy birthday this past week to Dawn Marie Andrade. Boy, out here winning titles and shit somehow.
Man,
what was that about?
No.
Jackie Gator.
He don't care about nothing.
He don't. Jackie Gator, Alexander Wolf, Allison Kay, SmackDown GM Nick Aldis, King Kong Bundy would have turned 68. Happy birthday this past week to Tony Schiavone, and happy birthday this past week to Keith Lee.
What happened to that boy?
We don't know where he at, where he been at. Happy birthday this past week to
tweets.
Yeah, something like that. Kaz Okada, happy birthday to him. Senior referee Nick Patrick had a birthday this past week. Shout out to my guy, Pete Dunne, formerly known as Butch. And then happy belated birthday, because I forgot this one. Mr. Ass Billy Gunn had a birthday last week, so shout out to him. In 1997, man, we had the Montreal screw job. We ain't even gonna reflect too much on that. We've talked about it all the time. Too much. So no comment on the Montreal screw job. Just know that I got a theory. Y'all could go check it out on our YouTube page. Just search Montreal screw job and y'all gonna find it.
Hey, tough break,
2003.
nigga. There's always FUBU. That's all I got to say.
2003, RIP to Crash Holly, passed away age 32. Y'all call that number if you ever feeling like you at the end of the road, man. Call that number. 2004, TNA held their first ever 3-hour pay-per-view Victory Road. In the main event, Jeff Jarrett, that's JEFF, JARRETT, defeats Jeff Hardy to retain the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And for some odd reason, Macho Man Randy Savage made his debut after the match because he was going to work in TNA. And honestly, this is a blur. I don't remember what Macho Man did in TNA. I don't think he ever worked after this event right here.
That was it.
I don't think so.
That was it. He just showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just showed up, acting like he was going to challenge for the NWA title. And I don't even remember what happened. That was the time back then. I don't remember who was booking. It was Dusty or it was Vince. It was one of them who was booking TNA at the time.
Was that when Kevin Nash brought out them guitars, or no? Was that a different match?
Oh shit. I don't even remember, bro.
I want to say we saying 04. Let's see.
Well, no,
Kev was there too around that time too.
He was. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have to do some more research.
I might have to go run that whole year back. That might be a project for 2026. We're just gonna watch the whole 2004. I'm gonna try to find the $5 weekly pay-per-views and see if they got them available.
2004 was a crazy year in wrestling.
It was.
Man.
It was memorable when you look back on it. It was kind of ass, like all across the board. Like SmackDown was trash back then. Raw wasn't really hitting on shit. Like TNA was whatever. Ring of Honor had some good stuff going on that year.
It was the setup for a Fire 05. That's it.
I gotta run 05 back too.
Yeah,
04 was, if you think of 04 was not 04 wasn't ass. 04 wasn't ass because like that
WrestleMania was cool.
That was WrestleMania 20.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw the departure of Goldberg and Brock, but then that made way for Cena. And that's when SmackDown kind of took off during the Ruthless Aggression time. And then we got
building period.
Aside from, and then that's honestly when we got like heel turn that led to probably one of the best superstars of the Ruthless Aggression era, Edge, because I remember that was the same year that had Orton and Mick Foley in the street fight.
Backlash, yeah.
Backlash.
Hell yeah.
If you think about it,
it wasn't ass.
SummerSlam 2004, that was the turning point for Edge because it was in Toronto. He was Intercontinental Champion, but then he got booed in his own hometown, which led to his heel turn. I think it Taboo Tuesday or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was Taboo Tuesday because he had to team with Redacted for the tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He wasn't rocking with that because he wanted to go for the world title, and they didn't vote him in. They weren't fucking with him.
And think about it, we got those matches between Shawn and Triple H at Royal Rumble, and then the Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood between Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Like 2004 was like really fucking good, and Survivor Series that year was really fucking good because that was in Cleveland. So that was in Cleveland, and if you remember, that was the Team Orton versus Team Triple H, and whichever team won would get control of Raw. GM. Be it for a week. So
that was Maven's career moment right there.
So
never got bigger.
We had some moments.
All right, mind you, everything he said happened on Raw. So I still maintain that SmackDown was pretty ass at 04. Like as a kid, we watching John Bradshaw Layfield. I ain't rocking with it, bro. Y'all took the belt off.
You rock with Bradshaw?
Not as a kid, no.
The beginning of the JBL thing, I wasn't. Once like he found. I think once they paired him up with Taker and they started that feud, I think that's where it kind of really started hitting stride. But in the beginning, when it first started, I wasn't rocking with it.
He had heat with me as a kid. Like he was the greatest. He one of the greatest heels ever because I love me some Bradshaw, John Bradshaw Layfield. Nowadays, I go back and watch that stuff. Like yo, I rock with it. But as a kid, he was perfect. He was perfect. Like I hated him. No Way Out versus Big Show. when they said John Bradshaw Layfield won that match, I was hot.
Facts.
I want to say that was around the time JBL had that thing with Eddie Guerrero too. When,
Listen,
that was really why I
was
wasn't
man,
rocking with him because like
that was
in an
I was a
election
huge
year,
Eddie guy.
because he
Yeah,
took the
man.
title
here.
off. He took the title off Eddie in 2004,
The
Yeah.
and
way he
then
won the title was crazy.
the way he won the title was crazy. But if you think about what was it? I want to say it was either Judgment Day or Great American Bash. How bloodied Eddie was during that match with
Yeah,
JBL.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day, yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
boy was
The
that
only
was peak.
highlight of
That
that
was
show
peak
too.
SmackDown back then. That was peak SmackDown back
hold
then.
on, wasn't it the same SmackDown where not SmackDown but Judgment Day where Mordecai?
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Potato Rider.
Good God.
Kevin Thorne or whatever his name is.
Yeah, it was Kevin Thorne,
Yeah,
bro.
that was him. Yep.
They created a whole motherfucking character to go against the Undertaker,
Just to
and,
go against Taker, just so he had something to do, because Taker ain't had nothing to do.
and it never happened.
That's like they just making a noob Cybot for your Sub-Zero. But
Hey,
he
that's
wasn't
what they
no noob
did with
Cybot,
Terry though. They did that with Terry when they brought in Debo. They brought in Debo as Zeus specifically just to face him
Yeah.
because he faced him in the
Yes.
movie.
Right.
Like that old man
they
used to be
just-
tripping, man.
Man, listen. He be thinking he's seeing dollar signs, so that's it,
I feel it.
Smells like
I ain't
money.
mad at him. I ain't mad at him. We brought up the name Eddie Guerrero a few times, man. Eddie Guerrero wrestled his last match of his life and his career this week in 2005. RIP to the GOAT, man. Also in 2005, Joey Styles announced as the new play-by-play commentator for Monday Night Raw. That was awkward. Because what you doing here? Kind of like Eric Bischoff when he showed up. What you doing here? 2009, Ricky Hatton guest host Monday Night Raw. RIP to Ricky Hatton. Make sure y'all call that number. 2017, AJ Styles defeated Jinder Mahal to win the WWE title for a second time. The first time this championship has changed hands overseas outside of North America. Also in 2017, my last thing I got here, Laurel Van Ness defeated Rosemary to win the Knockouts Championship in TNA. Laurel Van Ness will go on to win the U.S. title 8 years later on SmackDown this week. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Chelsea Green, man, my president.
Yes, sir.
My president, man. Where we at on the royal address, Reek?
All right. Real quick, I'm going to keep the shout outs going for the first two. First off, shout out to Rikishi, because we was talking about this last week where he said he had some major surgery. He wasn't going into no details, but he mentioned on his pod that he had a 6-hour emergency surgery. Apparently there was something that the doctors caught just in time, and he had to go into the knife real quick, take care of that, but he's doing all right. Everything is good. Shout out to him. And also, I seen this morning. Shout out to the legendary Lillian Garcia. Congrats on her engagement. I got to meet her back when she was commentating PFL when we was doing the media over there. One of the sweetest people that I met in the business by far. So, what I'm saying, all love and happiness over here.
Hey, no offense to my guy Malik, but Malik took a picture with Lillian Garcia and they the same height.
It's true. She
with heels on or heels off?
Had to be off.
They had to be off.
Because she really is that short.
I don't think she
like now also
Malik about 5'4". So
this is how I met her. This is how I met her because we were doing a scrum. Oh no, we were doing weigh-ins. And I'm standing up there with my boy, we were chilling. And I noticed somebody was over to my right, and I'm not paying attention. And he just nudged me. He was like, "Yo, that's Lillian over there." I was like, "Oh shit!" Yeah, it was like that. So yeah, she for real. She tiny.
Yeah, shout out to Lillian, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So let's get into this real quick. Also, shout out to Karrion Kross, the film Blue Evening that he executive produced and starred in. Is officially getting consideration for the Academy.
Hey,
moving up out here.
Okay,
he win that shit.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Kev, man. Let's get it, bro.
What if
yes, sir.
What if him and The Rock get nominated in the same The same feel and Karrion Kross win the Oscar
We'll
over
see.
The Rock.
You know what's gonna happen? That week we're gonna see Rock on Raw or SmackDown or whatever. Be like, hey, I'm mad now, so I'm gonna go back to work for real.
I'm leaving here with something.
Right. The final ball's kicking back in immediately. Somebody gonna get beat the fuck up. That's what's gonna happen.
Hey, he gonna put in the call. You bring that motherfucker back and hire his ass right now. We're gonna make an example.
I'm telling you right now, it's gonna get like that. Man.
Kross, man.
Facts. WWE filed with the trademark office for the term tribal heir. Who y'all think that's going to?
Bronson Reed.
Okay.
I like it for Jey Uso.
I think we paying attention to what they've been doing, man. It got to be for Jay.
Gotta be, but I don't know. Maybe they might swerve us.
I always think it's going to be somebody that like is on the list because there's always more. There's always more showing up. So it's like
it could be for Jimmy. It could be for Jimmy too.
She could be Vazilla at this point, man. You know.
Hey, whole time this shit for Jimmy and Naomi baby.
Yeah.
Hey,
getting the baby merch ready.
Hey,
that baby gonna get booked better than LA Knight.
Hell yeah.
Facts. Yeah, man. So real quick, how many belts Mercedes got now? I lost count. Is it 12, 11?
12 or 13?
What? It's 12
that are active. I want to say 10.
Well, active will be 11 because you don't count the Owen.
We ain't counting the Owen.
Okay,
but everything
ain't one of them like merged with another one too. So like that don't really count as a title.
Yeah, you talking about the Rev Pro and the other title. Yeah, she 12 belts, Monet. She going for 13 in House of Glory.
That's where I was going. Yeah, I think it's on the 15th. Mm-hmm. She is going after the APAC Women's Championship against North Phoenix Diana at a House of Glory. So yeah, the marathon continues again and again. And then she's facing Stat at Full Gear, right? For the women's title. And look, at this point, you backed into a corner. You got to put her over. She got to win. Because if she loses again, what did we do this for?
They're gonna put the title on her for one reason only. Jade. That's the reason. I mean, think about it. The reason why she's been on this TBS championship for so long was to beat Jay's record, which she did.
True.
Okay. True. The other reason for all the title record. Yeah. She beat Jay's record, I want to say, was it last week?
She had it that long?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah. And look at all the titles. I think the titles are more so a shot at Charlotte. Not saying that she's taking the shot personally, but Charlotte is what, the 14-time women's champion? She going for title number 13. At Full Gear, there'll be number 14 because obviously she went in the House of Glory. I think after she get the AEW title, that's when you start to see all the rest of them titles start to drop off.
Okay. This is just gonna be a quick PSA. I'm gonna take less than a minute. Hashtag you niggas and the weirdness. I don't know how many times we gotta tell y'all. So me and TC met this young lady at WWE World. She had to go on Twitter to tell people that if you can't get in touch with her, do not reach out to her friends and her family on their personal numbers to try and get in touch with her. It's weirdo behavior. So y'all, again, like I said, I'm not going to go into this like I would typically. Y'all need to chill out.
No, fuck that.
Because why is this every week? Why is this every week, every month? Like, Rhea Ripley, Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, like one after another after another. How many times people got to...
Roxy and Perez.
Yes. Like Roxanne had the stalker at her crib. Liv had a stalker. Like, I don't get y'all, bro. Like, why do people
Asuka has somebody out here, right? I want to say that she had like a stalker out here in Vegas. Like, Asuka live out here, so like you might run into her in public, but she had to talk about like y'all don't run up on me in public multiple times.
Yeah, they not from here. And a lot of these talents nowadays don't ain't from around here. This probably got more international talent, in these main
Ever.
companies than ever before. So it's like I don't understand why it has to be said to get these people their personal space and their privacy. Like they live their life on TV. Nobody needs y'all to be, you know, trying to be weird all the time. Like, come on, man. So that's my PSA. I got, I'm gonna throw this out there. All right, so Cody Rhodes was on All the Smoke this week, and
That shit confused me so much. Like,
listen,
why is Matt Barnes interviewing Cody Rhodes?
yeah. And y'all could take this with a grain of salt, probably, but we'll see. He said this next contract coming up will likely be his last. He is just coming up on 40, I believe. So
He is 40.
we'll see. He is 40. Okay. All right. So we'll see. I don't know if I buy it, but
That nigga is clearly lying. As soon as that contract come up, and it's a number that he won't, he gonna stand that baby for at least 2 years. I could see Cody retiring at 43. If
Mhm.
I don't see
I
him
don't.
retiring after this next contract is up. I just don't see it. I think that, right now they need him and they gonna offer him a crazy offer. We talking Bret Hart money. Back when Vince tried to lock him down. Only this
20-year
time,
deal.
huh?
I said 20-year deal.
No. I mean, he may get that money that Bret was supposed to get, but less time on the deal. Like it may be like a two-year extension. I don't see Cody retiring. I don't see him dropping the boots. And just had another baby too. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I could see him like going into that Roman or that Brock schedule or something like that.
yeah. Limited,
Um,
limited
yeah,
shit.
because you get to that point where you get to be that attraction. It works out for both sides because anytime you show up, you're gonna have a big program, you're gonna have a big card to work on, and then you get that flexibility because obviously Roman had to. You got 5 kids, sets of twins, like you have to, you gotta to make it some time, but. Yeah, no, I could see him doing that. I doubt it. He starts trailing off because I remember him saying like he wanted to be done. I think like by 40 a couple years ago. Like here we are now. So what you mean, fam? Well, we'll see. Uh, Update on Bianca. So supposedly we're not going to see her until about 2026. That's what the latest news is. Um, we saw the injury at Mania. I thought it was one finger. Apparently, it was like multiple fingers or fingers that got banged up. Um, but yeah, this is looking rough. So we gonna shoot for the Rumble and hope for the best at
It's
this
gonna be
point.
the Rumble. It's gonna be the Rumble.
Yeah.
Then
I
what they could
don't.
what they could do is like she could win the Rumble, which is she's my pick to win the Rumble after Jade won the title. But me and JT been saying this since WrestleMania 40. Um, I think that Bianca's gonna win the Rumble, but be on a part-time schedule for her finger to completely heal before they put her back into the full-time program. But Bianca, just like Becky, has kind of earned the right to pick and choose when she needs to be involved in something and when she doesn't. So the main course, the main story that we're looking at is Bianca and Jade at WrestleMania. Maybe around that time, Naomi comes back, and then we probably get the big three at the SummerSlam that year. If Naomi would make a speedy recovery, obviously from having, or she may not, it's up to her, but she still has unfinished business. But with having Bianca win and then Jade chasing after the title that she wants, down the line, they have a feud and then they add a lethal injection of Naomi into the feud. Now we get the big three triple threat that we always wanted. I think that's my pick for the men's is still Sami Zayn for obvious reasons. But obviously
It's
they could pivot.
that's gonna happen. I'm not even fighting it no more. That's a lock for me. The only one is that I'm skeptical about is the women's. I got Bianca on my short list. I also, and I stand on this one. If it's not Bianca, I'm saying it's Lyra Valkyria. Like
Her,
I'd
that,
say
her lady,
I'd probably Liv Morgan.
two ways. That her.
she's possible. I would say
Nightly.
it's possible. She on the short list, but yeah, no, it would be them three for sure. But yeah, no, I just it's some people you see the trajectory with, and Lyra especially, like ever since we talk about this all the time. Ever since people was talking about, how her mic skills ain't there, and she don't look confident, this, that, and the third, and she just said, "I bet." It's like every week it just gets better and better. So, nah, I could see any one of them three honestly, but we'll
I
see
don't
how it go.
Bianca.
All right,
It's gonna be a while for Bianca. I don't know if y'all seen her fingers lately, but she got
yeah,
mechanic hands at this moment. And if anyone knows a local mechanic, you know what I'm talking about, with the knuckle be all big and shit right here in the
yeah,
middle
Yeah.
and be skinny at the top. Like, so it's gonna take a minute, bro.
yeah,
Them
it's
knuckles ain't
crazy.
no joke.
Facts. All right, so
Get well soon.
we gonna get into this real quick. I saw this as soon as I got up this morning. So we all know Westside Gunn's been one of the biggest proponents, supporters in the hip hop industry for pro wrestling. You see him at the shows, whether it's WWE, AEW. You see his music art, album covers, the lyrics, everything. He's heavy into wrestling. Him, Wale, like it's been them two.
Mhm.
He came out today and let the people know. Apparently, he got escorted out of Monday Night Raw this past week, and this comes after he dropped that Ted DiBiase cover out in New York for next album coming out. And apparently, he was asked to remove not only that, but also any wrestling related lyrics, references, and album covers or anything like that involving wrestling. And I think following that, he was then escorted out of Raw. So he had to come out today and let his feelings known. He made a long post airing his grievances out about that and basically capped it by letting it be known that he's cutting WWE off. Y'all ain't getting no more love from him. Y'all ain't getting no more support. Dude, my guy flew himself, his people out there, was paying these post pandemic inflation prices, these
50K.
TKO prices, but the suites, bro. he
50K.
said he already got suites for Mania 42 in
Let
Vegas.
me get that.
Like, right,
If you ain't gonna use it, let me
like,
get that.
like this is what this dude was doing. You know what I'm saying? And wasn't really getting. Like, they've never acknowledged Westside Gunn at the shows that I can
Yeah,
recall.
they have. They have.
They
They
announced
did.
them one time, and it was on the
NXT.
NXT. Boom.
Oh,
That was it.
well, yeah. But it's like for him to do all of that just for the love of the game, just purely because he loved it as much as we all love it, and him to not even be getting that type of recognition, and then y'all flip up and start doing this. And I know what this is. I already
I
know.
mean, from a
It's
corporate standpoint, y'all know I'm always understand on corporate. Like y'all don't want people to think like he associated with what we got going on. And he got albums named after certain former world leaders
Yeah.
that you know what I'm talking about. Like so
yeah,
like they
yeah.
they probably don't want that association. And then it's also like they intellectual property. So if they don't want nobody using it, then like they don't want nobody using it. I can't really get mad at them for
That's,
how they operating on that regard. But
that's
But
a
like
but then
again, for the
here,
love of the game, man, he a big fan. Like we acknowledge other people that's big fans. You acknowledge people that niggas ain't even know was fans of wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So like I get it. I get both sides of it, is what I'm saying.
here's my side. Here's what I take from it. So here's what I can say. We ain't gonna bring in Travis Scott because that has nothing to do with it. But Travis Scott was using the name Cactus Jack as well when he had
Mm-hmm.
merchandise with WWE. With Westside Gunn, he was putting out different things that had wrestlers on in SummerSlam '88. Y'all know the Steves. He had like multiple albums where there was wrestler names in there. And then think about when he released Undertaker versus Goldberg, Greg Hamilton threatened to sue him because Greg Hamilton was sampled in there. So that told me that I don't think Westside Gunn never got clearance from WWE to use those samples. And that's kind of what it boils down to, because let me introduce someone else. Wrestle and Flow, Mega Ran, they've both been on WWE programming. I've interviewed both of them on the Humble Roses podcast. Mega Ran did Xavier Woods' King of the Ring theme. He also did the New Day's theme. He has clearance from WWE to have WWE themed albums and songs. So does Wrestle and Flow. I think with Westside Gunn, TC, as you said, because of a certain World War leader, they don't, and there's a lot of Jews in WWE. They don't really want to be associated with that, because if they put him out there, the average fan is going to look up his music and see Hitler wears this, Hitler wears Hermes 1 through 10. And they're going to be like, what? And it doesn't help that Gunn has a song called Black Hitler. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So there
Didn't
is.
he have a Chris Benoit cover?
Yes,
I think he did.
He got a whole hoodie out.
Yeah, like, so
Christian
it doesn't help because of the content that he's put out. They don't really want to be aligned with that, because their investors are going to look at that and go, "What the hell is this?"
Hold on a minute, player.
Got to be like Teddy Long, just
Yeah,
coming out
like
of nowhere.
what's up? So it's a slippery slope, but
Yeah,
I think the way that he went about it, it's just I understand both sides. So it's kind of like, I want to feel bad for him, but then it's like you kind of knew this was going to happen when you kept naming all like 10 of your albums after Hitler. What are we doing? It would be different if you didn't have that. And then also Fourth Rope would be another thing. WWE probably sees Fourth Rope as competition. Not necessarily with Zilla Fatu, Josh Bishop. They technically would see Fourth Rope as competition. So it's a multitude of things. And when AEW was in Buffalo, Westside Gunn performed Dr. Birds.
yep. He been there a couple times.
Been there a couple times. So they really don't show love to people who have a back and forth relationship with their competition.
Hey man, they treating him like he a wrestling promoter, man.
So,
He's part of the party now.
I mean, for me though, like, I get it, right? But how many you put all these other random celebrities on the television? Like, I didn't know Post Malone fuck with wrestling. I didn't know, and I honestly didn't care
Seen
after
him there a
finding
few
out.
times.
You know, I didn't care about Post Malone because Post Malone, he not putting out no music, you know, celebrating the culture of wrestling and everything like that. And then you get the, you know, Dallas brought up the whole Travis Scott with the Cactus Jack, which is something, you know, that he's been calling himself before he had the relationship with WWE, right? My whole thing is, okay, I get it. You're using the IP without permission from the people that own the IP. I get that. Conversation could have been had. I don't know if they had that conversation with him, but a conversation could have been had. Hey, we can work with you, but you got to do X, Y, and Z because this is not a good look. But for him to be, and for him to be damn near at every single show, every major PLE, every major PLE, even down to your developmental NXT. He's at every single one. You mentioned him one time on NXT in the past, 5-6 years?
Yeah.
That he's been coming, but then to kick him out. Now, I can see if he was doing something that he wasn't supposed to be doing, if he was blowing a whole bag inside the front row, but to kick him out from what he is saying, what Gunn is saying, and shout out to Gunn for nothing. That's my issue, because that's what it looks like. Okay, at this point, we kicking you out just because we can, basically.
Right.
Instead of like, okay, you threw up gang signs or something like on the hard cam like that. I could see.
He didn't do
But
that either.
But far as my knowledge from the episode that I was watching, this is when they was in Buffalo. I want to say it was like a few weeks ago. They were in Buffalo. He was there 1 second on the camera, and he was gone the next. But to him to drop all that money, putting a billboard up
Man,
of Ted DiBiase and Virgil, and it's an issue. He's paying homage, but WWE, the way they work is you can pay homage, but where's our cut?
right.
And that's basically what it boiled down to. But shout out to him for redoing the album cover, putting the homie Josh Bishop on there one time for home team. Make sure you go check out the interview. But that I get it. I don't necessarily think he sees Fourth Row as a competition, but it is sticky because TNA has that working relationship with Fourth Row.
Yeah.
So it's a sticky situation. Will we ever see Enzo pop up on WWE television with the flyweight championship? Probably not. Will we ever see Zilla pop up with the Fourth Row championship on NXT or anything like that? Probably not. But a Joshua Bishop, that's more likely. Josh Bishop.
All I'm gonna say is in the picture when they are escorting him out, it looked like Gunn is mouthing the words "Hey yo," and I could like yeah, shit.
Yo,
Hey yo,
put the brook inside the air fryer. Like
you ever been kicked out of Raw on a Monday? On a Monday.
Just end up serving the brick this past Sunday. Like, no.
And that's my thing too, because look, Vince was about getting his cut for stuff too.
Steve Austin.
Facts. Like Vince was about getting his cut too. Like, if you're using my property, I want my cut. But it's like that. It's like you just said. That would be a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get on the same page about how you do this and how we do this and how we handle that business and we cool. He wouldn't be kicking nobody out of shows. That's the other side of, okay, now this is a public company under a different domain that's not privately owned anymore. That's where all this extra that's coming out of it, that's that side of it. Vince wouldn't be going this far with it ever.
Nah.
Vince would have never let that happen because when Gunn dropped Undertaker versus Goldberg, they got rid of Greg Hamilton. They didn't tell Gunn to stop doing what he was doing.
Right. He was spazzing on the socials like, hey, I'm on my job. Look, you should have kept your mouth shut.
He was violating though. So like he was violating policy clearly at that point. So like they kind of had to let him go. Like regardless of if he was right or not, like you violating policy. So you gotta see it too, my boy.
But my thing at the end of the day, he is highlighting your industry through hip hop, which is something that y'all have been trying to capture back since the Ruthless Aggression album. True. And y'all haven't captured it back. I'm sorry. Shout out to the people that's, came out with songs since then. Not saying that, everything that Gunn puts out is on that Ruthless Aggression level. Probably better, right? But what I'm saying is that
Ruthless, it wasn't called Ruthless Aggression. It was called Aggression. But
Aggression.
That shit
I'm
had
sorry.
some joints on it.
Aggression.
Oh,
not Ruthless, the Aggression album, but it did have some bangers on there. But the thing is, he's highlighting your project to younger generations that probably wouldn't even fuck with wrestling, but they fucking with Gunn so hard that they're like, oh, let me look into this. Oh, you got your own wrestling promotion, Fourth Row? Oh, you got this dope ass merch with all these faces on it, and it sells out, bro. I've been inside the line and had to wait and got to the service table, and they tell me, "Hey, we out. You gotta wait till it drops on the website." He obviously has a movement going, and what's going to happen is they're gonna miss out on this boat, and Tony Khan gonna eat all this shit up. Pause.
Oh, for sure.
That was crazy.
Hey, listen.
That was wow.
He gonna Pac-Man this shit. And
that's even crazier, bro.
Whoa. What is yo?
He's going to
you all right. We know what you're trying to say.
You already there,
good money with Westside Gunn. And come on, man, the dopest theme song in wrestling right now is the Hurt Syndicate.
We
We
heard people.
heard people.
You know what I'm saying? We heard people like that's
Hey.
the dopest thing in wrestling. And for
That's a
you to
fact.
have beef with him simply because you're not getting the cut and some of the things that he may do in his lyrics or some of the things that he may name his album cover, like for his albums, like I get that part. That
Yeah.
part I get. But the business decision has to be had. Hey, you want to feature our IP, our intellectual property. This is what we can do for you going forward. You cannot do X, Y, and Z. But being a businessman and a self-made man, if I'm Gunn, you're not going to tell me how to regulate my music. You're not going to tell me how to regulate my album art. None of that. So it's fucked up. But at the end of the day, I'm not mad at him for saying I'm not going to support WWE no more. Go to the people who want you. Go to the people who want to
Hey.
support you.
Go where you're
That's a fact.
celebrated.
Yeah.
Don't it make more sense for you to put your wrestlers on your album covers anyway?
It does, but you also got to understand, like, Fourth Rope only really been in existence since what was that, 2024 was like the
Yeah.
official year. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember
think
being out there in Philly, and it was like the first ever Fourth Rope show. They had it like in down there in Philly. That was like the first one.
Well, you had enough like shows and stuff, and you had enough big names on your shows. Like you could put the Hardy Boys on the cover.
Yeah, we put the Hardy
Yeah.
Boys, but guess who's gonna want a piece of that?
BNA.
WWE gonna want a piece too.
True.
They gonna want a piece too.
Not if it's from my show. Y'all niggas can't have nothing. What are you talking about?
This is my IP. They're calling themselves the Hardy Boys. Guess what? That's our
No,
name.
they own their shows as the Hardys. That's their name. That's their trademark
okay.
name.
Okay, the
So
Hardys.
like I'll break them off some bread. I'll see you later. We're gonna feature y'all on this cover. Like I'll break off whoever took the photo. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving WWE nothing for that. And WWE, they would be a damn fool to ask for it.
The damn fool.
Mm.
Shout out.
Anyway, shout out to
Fourth
Westside
Rope,
Gunn, man. And we
Yes,
ain't gonna forget who was the first person naming their tapes and naming shit after wrestling. Shout out to Smoke Dizza. He was doing that first before I
Shout
even
out
knew
to
who
Dizza,
Westside Gunn
man.
was. And then shout out to Wale.
Nice.
He was one of the first dudes that was constantly dropping wrestling references in his raps.
Yes,
This
sir.
dude
man.
had a Bret Hart
Razor
line in
Ramon
one of his old
freestyle.
songs.
Mhm.
Man, he said, "I don't know no Triple H. This is all about the game." He said that. I was
Facts.
okay. This nigga like wrestling. Okay.
Facts.
He
That's
turned what do you say? He had a Chris Benoit line too. That shit was crazy. But
Redacted.
And they put him in the 2K games too. They put his music in the 2K games.
yeah, Wale like
Yep.
official, like with
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Got the Big E theme song, all that.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to them, man.
Cool.
What else we got?
It's I'm gonna pass to you for my last one because let you
say
run
less.
point on this. Because this
Say
one
less, man.
here. Oh boy.
I bet.
I'm packing the air, this guess what?
Few peasants.
Man, all right. Provide some context first. All right, for the people.
All right. So we saw about, I think it was last week. Go real name right here. Luke Menzies, also formerly known as Ridge Holland, took to social to kind of just vent a little bit. Wanted to tell the people what he's been going through since his release. And obviously he went out when he was released, he was, dealing with an injury. So WWE put a foot in the bill for the medical expenses and whatnot. But obviously with the contract being up, he's not making no additional income. He's got multiple kids, a wife at home, then she got to take care of him. So I guess he was just getting some shit off his chest. Like, I didn't think I'd be able to struggle to be paying my mortgage and making sure my kids taken care of, my wife taking care of me and everything like that. And he basically saying he felt kind of shafted by WWE because even though, again, they're taking care of the medical expenses, that's about it. He's not getting paid otherwise. And then there's a potential that he may have to get a neck surgery down the line that it isn't going to be covered. So he was sharing that. And then shortly after, we saw a GoFundMe page get set up so that they can help the family out a little bit. And we saw both Omos and Chelsea Green set theirs up to pay about $1,000 monthly. So shout out to them. But yeah. Then come to find out, just recently, he took to social again to let it be known that the page was not set up. He was not here, boy. He said the page was made. It was made without his knowledge.
We're gonna go through this whole timeline real quick. This dude debuted in NXT like about 5 years ago. He wasn't getting over. He got hurt and he came back and he still wasn't getting over. Then he got drafted to SmackDown, started dick riding Sheamus. Y'all remember that for like 3 weeks. Y'all thought he was going to start beefing with Shameless. Shameless. Started beefing with Sheamus, but now they start teaming. They start forming the Brawling Brutes, right?
Yep.
They bring in Pete Dunne as Butch. Instantly, Ridge Holland is the least over person in the whole group. And not even 30 minutes later, he becomes the most hated person in the whole company because he injures Big E, breaks Big E's neck. Big E hasn't wrestled since. So over time, he's not getting over. Him and Butch aren't getting over. They're getting title shots here and there. NXT, they're getting tag title shots on the main roster. Eventually, they send this man back to developmental. He gets demoted after a while. The fans ain't fucking with him. I think he got somebody else hurt from Pretty Deadly, I want to say. Also, I might be wrong on it.
Kit Wilson.
Yeah.
He messed his shoulder up, right?
Yeah.
So he gets demoted back down to NXT. And now he's back down there. The first thing they do with this man on NXT is put him in the main title scene. This man came back in a segment. If memory serves me correct, it was in a segment that also had Shawn Spears in it. That's a whole nother conversation. We got Shawn Spears and Ridge Holland in the same segment. Crazy work. This dude goes to NXT, goes and kills Chase U. Chase U was over as fuck. Kills Chase U. Still gets title shots despite not being over. And then he gets demoted to developmental at Evolve. And then gets hurt again.
Mm-hmm.
And like you brought up, companies paying his medical bills, but they decide to not renew his contract. He gets the 30 days of severance pay with his non-compete clause. But then he goes online complaining about his financial situation, therefore forfeiting the rest of his severance. Somebody made a GoFundMe for this shit. And that's crazy to me. Like, we donating to a GoFundMe for a wrestler who's been on TV for 5 years. That's what we doing. Meanwhile, starting last week, people ain't been able to get their food stamps.
That part.
And we got this dude who, I don't know how much he was getting paid, but I know he was getting paid a good amount. He was getting paid more than y'all, and y'all donating to his GoFundMe. Because y'all didn't even like the dude. That's the crazy part. Y'all didn't even like the dude.
They did not.
He made bad financial decisions, and now we got to feel sorry for him. I don't. He out here talking about he wasn't aware of the GoFundMe, but he was retweeting articles about it 3 days ago.
my thing is that he was on TV longer than Omos was. He had opportunities, and then another thing we forgot to point out, he almost ended up hurting Johnny Gargano. Like he almost put him on a commission too. So I'm not one to criticize because I don't work in the wrestling business yet. But what I will say is, from what I'm seeing, he just was not good. That's just
that nigga is Nathan Jones.
And then there's Nathan Jones. Like he just was not. He just couldn't cut it, and he couldn't get over. He couldn't cut it. It's one thing if you can't get over and you're a good wrestler, but if you can't get over a heel with a jetpack, it's a problem. It's like legitimately a problem. If you get demoted, you go from winning a match at WrestleMania, being part of that, and then now you injure one of the top stars on SmackDown, and then now you're demoted to NXT and you go to Evolve, like you said. Ultimately, you were making money. I just think it was bad money management. And I understand that you got to pay for travel, all this, but if WWE's covering your bills, something ain't adding up.
Yeah.
In my opinion, something just ain't adding up. And I don't really want to dwell too much on it, but tough break.
Yeah,
It is.
right.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I could see if he was like the top guy in that, but he was never the top guy. He wasn't the top mid guy. He wasn't even the top low level guy. He just wasn't anything. What are we doing?
And like people say, like, oh, this is this NXT pay and his main roster pay, but he was getting main roster pay for a good minute before going back down to NXT. So it's like you said,
he was only back in NXT for a year.
Yeah,
he getting main roster pay for 3 years before that.
Right. So at some point in time, it's just like, all right, what were you doing? What were you doing in terms of making sure you were straight going forward? Because at some point in time, you got to have self-awareness too. Like you got to see, hey,
the writing on the wall.
Maybe this ain't hitting the way I thought it was going to. Maybe I'm not getting to where I felt like I was going to get to. Like if you're not in certain conversations, you kind of know what your ceiling is. If you're not in certain rooms, where they're mapping out the future, it's like, okay, I'm in my lane right now. I got to stay here and I got to manage it. You got to stay, within your lane, both financially and, as far as what you're doing out there. So
stay in your lane.
Listen,
that part.
We talked about Michael earlier with the debut for the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need Ridge Holland to look at the man in the mirror. I'm gonna ask him to change his ways because at the same time, if I'm getting paid, I'm just throwing a number and we don't even know. Let's say 70 grand a year is what I was getting paid for 3 years while on the main roster. Why am I blowing through 70 grand a year? Even if I go get me a house, I'm not going to live outside my means. And the thing is like, you see the glitz, the glamour. So you want to keep up with the Joneses, but the Joneses ain't even inviting you to the party. Like for you to go for the main roster, the NXT, to evolve the TNA, that should have told you exactly what it was right there.
What you say about the Joneses again? Say that again.
Keeping up with the Joneses, but the Joneses ain't even inviting you to the damn party at all.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, do I feel bad? I don't feel as bad for his situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't ever want to see nobody not employed, right? But at the same time, if you getting paid for the rest of the month, even though you've been let go, I'm keeping my mouth totally shut until them 30 days are up. Because at any given point, if I say the wrong shit, oh, you best believe that check gonna stop. Because they don't have to pay you. That's all you gotta do. Shut the fuck up. Right. Like, as soon as it would have been day 29 at 11:59, 11:59 and 55 seconds, that's when I would aired out my grievances.
I'm about to say, have your draft saved and don't hit send until we get there.
Schedule the post, nigga. Like, schedule the post to drop at 11:59 and 55 seconds. That way, all your money on day 29 is guaranteed. But you did it to yourself. Did it to yourself.
Like, listen, everybody and their moms in that business live in Orlando. I'm sure they got special realtors that'll get you a good discount for living down there. You had ways around this. It's like you really did, bro.
You better get you a trailer, bro. It's not a lot nice trailers out there in Orlando, man. Get you a couple trailers together.
Bro, you could have went to Winter Park, Florida. Like they got apartments at like starting at $15.94 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and another thing is that another thing that I was told by somebody in the company is that when a video game releases, that's one of their biggest checks that they get, because the video game money, that's the money that they always look forward to. They need the video game to sell. Well, this man was in 2K23 through 25. So again, he just didn't manage his money correctly.
I'm about to say, I forgot about that shit too.
Candy. Man, what you know?
Didn't he have merch too?
I think I
Sure, they
don't.
have Brawling Bruce merch.
I feel bad for
Yeah.
his. I feel bad for his wife and his
Yeah,
kids,
for sure.
but I
Yeah.
don't feel bad for him because he had multiple opportunities to improve and he never did. You have Hall of Famers walking around NXT and WWE that you could have worked with to help become better.
Yep.
He had the look, he just didn't have the work ethic. That's
Yeah.
what are we doing? That's on you.
He should invest in Bitcoin. That's all I gotta say.
Look at you. I mean,
Some
like,
best in some
go
with
on the
that GoFundMe
go on
money.
the indies and make your money, man. Look at Killer Cross. Then like he said he made more money on the indies than he ever did in WWE.
That's crazy.
In the last 2
I
months.
believe it too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
Because you see his booking, his dates. His shit filled out. He said I can't even tell y'all the rest of the dates, but he booked out till damn near halfway in the next year. Like,
bro, he couldn't even give me a timeline on when we were supposed to schedule the interview. He was like, "Man, I don't know, soon." He
Hey,
The
busy.
nigga tell you soon.
that ass.
booked and
That's why I
busy.
said, hey fam,
That's like the
he
Dr.
coming
Dre
back
album.
home in 2 weeks. So we gonna have to chop it up with him there because that might be the only chance we get.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out to him, man. Hey,
Okay.
I got one more. I got one more in bench players talking like starters news. Y'all see this stuff about Tegan Knox?
Oh yes.
Man,
Oh man. Now I
Tegan
do need some
Knox
context on that. I do need some context on that because I know I
currently.
seen her say something like you can't believe whatever you read and all that, but it don't look good. It don't look good.
So this is all. Listen, I don't do all the good research. That's Reek. So like I'm just going off of what I seen.
Mhm.
Currently known as Nixon Newell, formerly known as Tegan Knox, and her lady friend Miranda Alizé. They walked out of AEW this past week. Apparently, they didn't want to do the job. This is not the first Nixon to walk out on the job in life, but apparently, she did not want to do the job. But I guess like some new reports came out said it wasn't necessarily about the job, it was about the match length. I don't know, but I'm just saying she out here walking around like she Terry Bollea. And this is what happens when y'all hashtag you niggas gas up people who never did anything in the business. All she did was sit on the shelf. Like she didn't really get a
Basically.
chance to accomplish anything. And
she
she out here walking around like she Terry Bollea, charging crazy prices for appearances and what have you. We ain't gonna get into that. I'm just saying, imagine Chandler Parsons going in to somebody front office and telling them niggas what to do. This is the same situation.
Not
man,
telling Parsons.
Taylor
man,
Parsons is crazy.
Diabolical work, man.
man, you don't see motherfucking Nathan Peterman being like, man, y'all better
Bruh.
design some plays for me or it's up. Like what? Like you just like come on,
Yo,
bro.
That's
y'all
like
are tripping. Y'all
that's
are
like
tripping.
And
Jameis
here's the
Winston's
crazy
Atlanta
part.
son.
Here's the crazy part. It's like, bro, I could count more the most every time that I have a moment that involved her, she was on the other end of a pack. Like
Mhm.
you was getting packed, you got packed up
Dakota.
in war. You got packed up in war games. You got injured in the Mae Young Classic. You got injured on the main roster. Where have you been? Like, what have you done? You not Naomi or Sasha. You can't just walk out. AEW would take anybody. They the Salvation Army for
Wasn't
wrestling.
she complaining about like she wasn't even getting bookings because she made, and then the one people that finally give her some bookings, she gonna walk out. That's
My
crazy
thing
work to
too.
me.
That's
With
my thing too. I can't do it. I don't understand. Like you said, people that hyping up in the first place. I I can anybody that gets in the ring and is great grappling, that's fantastic. You have to have presentation if you are going to make it on TV. She never had presentation. Then you add on the detachable knees that wasn't working. What am I looking at? What am I picking for?
she had the shiniest wizard, whatever that fucking mean.
I haven't cared about a Shining
Oh, you can
Wizard
do a
since
choke
Greg
slam.
since
I don't give a fuck.
I haven't cared about a Shining Wizard since Shane Helms did it back in the day. Because he did it the best, if you ask me.
And Kane did the choke slam better than her too. Like
Right.
she a cosplay wrestler, bro. And
Man, shut
I'm
up.
glad people always got to come around and being on my side late as fuck. But now you're on my side in regards to this
Not
person.
like this. Fuck.
So I appreciate it.
Crazy.
No, she
Yeah,
at
no,
the end
that's a bad look. That's
at
a
the end
bad
of the
look.
day, you are a glorified, and I hate to use this because I love wrestling. You're a stunt double. Not saying that you're doing a stunt.
Double's the key word, though.
But you are here to do a job, whether it be 10 seconds, 15, a minute, 5, 15, whatever.
You're not really competing, bro. This predetermined.
Yeah, it's predetermined. Like I could see if you was out there and this was a power slap, and they told you that you had to go up against Ronda Rousey, and you was like, you know what, I'm good. I could see that because this is real physical altercation.
Mm-hmm.
This is pro wrestling. Like at the end of the day, you getting paid to do a job regardless if you win, lose, championship, drop a championship or not. You don't shit on the opportunity that's given to you. Like I can see they would say, yeah, hey, I want you to go out there, but when you lose, I want you to have a wardrobe malfunction. Like I could see it was something like that. I would have walked out.
You getting paid to lose, man.
You're
Like
getting paid to look.
Yeah.
Pay me to lose every day.
it's under 3 minutes. You about to get the easiest payday of your life.
You want me to lay on my back and I'm gonna make 10K just lay on my back for 3 seconds in a 5-minute match? Sign me up. I don't care about
And don't they pay for travel at AEW too? So like, it's not like they got to foot the bill on travel.
You act like she had creative control on a fucking AEW Collision. That's what's killing me.
On Collision.
And she was getting ready to get signed.
Damn. And my thing was, they was going up against Anna Jay and Tay Conti. You are not more over than them, bro. And not in that company. In that company.
Hey.
They both been there since jump. Why would you think that you was going to go over them?
Like, let's look at the bright side of things, though. Shout out to Maya World out here getting the opportunity that was relinquished. But shout out to her.
Shout out to Maya World, man.
Yeah,
man. Listen. All I'm gonna say is this: like, yo, James Ellsworth got over for being a jobber, and he got 3 pinfall victories over AJ Styles, and AJ Styles SmackDown Prime. Tegan Knox at
and
that
he won
point,
the Money in the Bank.
Right. Tegan Knox at that point has to think to herself, I'm only here because I couldn't cut it in WWE and my body was fragile and made out of paper. Like, she's like worse than Anthony Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like, just injured all the time. And you mean to tell me you going to pull a that doesn't work for me, brother, on an AEW Collision and you just got here like a couple weeks ago? You think kissing a girl in a viral moment is enough for you to go over? This ain't the business for you. You not gonna get booked no more unless it's in a bingo hall. You ain't going to TNA. New Japan definitely ain't gonna take you because they ain't gonna know who you are.
Oh no, she gonna get booked. It's gonna be either for GCW or probably for Stardom.
Probably.
She needed, go to Stardom. MLW will probably take her.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Court.
Oh,
Brett Lauderdale take him.
Hey man, we'll take you out here at Pride Style. We'll take you out here at Pride Style. You fit the bill, 100%.
Yeah,
you fit right.
That's true. That's true.
We even let you go over.
Damn, Tegan.
That's all I had, man. Anything else y'all want to talk about, man? We can wrap this up.
Justice for Drew McIntyre. That's all I got to say.
Oh yeah, man. Drew Mac deserves better.
I'm sick of this shit. And why he getting suspended?
Make that go viral.
I mean, I think he gets suspended because he got to go record Highlander. But
that's why.
That's true.
That's the real reason.
That's the real reason. But my thing is, even if, like I said this past Thursday, bro, they still should have dropped the title. I would have had Drew. I would have had Drew with the title, shooting promos at the movie set, talking cash shit to Cody, like, "Hey, check this out, Cody. I got your bitch right here on my shoulder. Look, I'll bring it back in a few weeks after I'm done with this movie." Like, you let Cody go do the exact same thing when he was recording Street Fighter. He was still champion.
Hello.
You know, that's an easy layup. That's just me. But justice for Drew. There's no reason why Drew at this stage in the game should not have won won the championship. Well, he had the championship all of 2 minutes or 3 minutes at Mania 40 in Philly.
Yep.
He needs to quote unquote finish that story, get the title back. Honestly,
It's been almost 2 years, bro.
I love Cody. Yeah. I love Cody, but it's not hitting right now. And a lot of that is due to the booking. But having Drew to intercept that, get that title, makes Cody more interesting. So it's stupid. Justice for Drew.
I'm at my 07 John Cena levels of fatigue with Cody at this point. Because nothing has changed with him. That okay, 2022, he's showing up back in the company. You give him the same presentation he had in AEW. That was okay, cool. It's like getting a brand new superstar. Okay, that's great. We seen him hit his highs. You win the Rumble. You break Roman's streak. You win the title. You have your moment at WrestleMania. Okay, cool. But we always say this all the time. When a guy is that over, or a girl, they're in the chase. It's always great. It's always hype. And then you have your hashtags, we want Cody's. Like that's all part of the chase because he had never won a title. What happens after the chase? And we say this all the time, and it never changes. Mm-hmm. After the first time he won the title, he had to keep feuding with the bloodline for it to really be hot. He had good matches with like AJ, and I'll even say the matches with Kev too. But it was like, it's in those moments. The stuff with the bloodline hit the hardest. Once he got away from that, it was hit or miss. Same thing here. SmackDown. We were talking for weeks about how SmackDown ain't been hitting. He been a champ damn near the whole time, except for like when Cena won it at Mania. Like it does not hit anymore. It's for the kids. We are not children. This is not doing it for me. I'm sorry. Like, and the fact that Drew has, like you said, been in this position now almost 2 straight years where he is right there. And he is willing and able. And he was holding Raw down on his back through the pandemic. It's like, why would you not take advantage of it don't got to be forever, but take advantage of a moment. Give him something. Damn. It's crazy.
Talk to him.
It's fucked up. It is. This reminds me of Dolph Ziggler.
Oh.
All right,
man. Hey,
minus the concussions, but it reminds me of Ziggler. Great worker.
Yeah.
Should have won the championships more time than he did. They
way more times.
Sent him down to NXT just to put over Braun Breaker over here. But at the same time, for Drew, ain't no way. And then y'all re-signed this motherfucker, gave him a brand new sword. For what?
Named it after his mom.
Named after his mom. You know what? He named after his mom, and he ain't cut nobody yet. You know, the first person he need to cut up is either Nick Aldis or Cody when he come back from the suspension.
Man, I said he should have been stabbed CM Punk back then, man. He should have been stabbed that nigga.
Yeah, bro.
That was the time to stab the fuck out of somebody. Is then.
Right.
Shout out to Drew, man.
Because that day was crazy, bro. That whole situation. Like somebody needed to pull the strap at some point in that feud.
Hey man, think the lasagna getting freezer burn, man. I don't know about it.
I get yeah, man. It's nasty. And
it's
the thing
bad.
is, like,
we'll see how it goes.
Who else is gonna be in the picture though? Like,
hey, look, I ain't the booker of the year. That ain't my problem. That's their problem. It's my problem to watch and find out. So we will watch and find out for sure, man. Hey, but let's plug our socials and get up out of here, guys, man. Dallas, JT, one of y'all want to go first?
Go ahead, Dallas. You got it.
Yeah, so follow me at King Dallas Cash on Twitter, Humble Roses, the Humble Roses Pod on TikTok and Instagram and Threads and Blue Sky. Follow our YouTube at Humble Roses Pod. We got a couple interviews coming up. I just locked another one in, but more on that I'll announce later. Obviously follow the Marks with Mike's page, but I'm gonna leave that for JT. And big shout out to Exodus Pro. Big shout out to Culture Clash Network and shout out to Young Kings Wrestling. Thanks for having me on.
Of course, man.
No doubt.
Well, as usual, you can find me probably with your mama at work. But with that being said, find me and find the crew at Marks with Mikes. It's on all socials, whether it be IG, Book of Faces, Twitter, TikTok, the YouTube, all that good shit. We got a Blue Sky account. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't logged back in that shit probably like in 3 months. And also, you find me on Threads. Had it on the phone exploded. Have not re-downloaded the app, but I promise you I'll post something there soon. Be on the lookout for some more content. Got a handful of interviews getting ready to be dropped. Shout out to, of course, the squad, the crew, Culture Class Network as a whole. We would not be anywhere that we are right now without Culture Class Network. So definitely got to shout out the ladies and the gentlemen that make up Culture Class Network. And one time for the homie Pretty Boy Smooth, Pastor CeeLo, EC3. Y'all go check out those interviews on the YouTube real quick, just like that. And DJ Asher Martin, check out that interview as well.
Yeah,
How your phone blow up though? That shit, you put it in the microwave or something?
No, so what happened is I ran out of memory on this mug, and my phone was like, "Oh, so you think I'm playing?" And it just fucking blew up. Like not like CeeLo Green, like that video. Not like I was on the mug. Like it internally blew up, like complete black screen. Couldn't turn the bitch back on. Put it on the charger. Nothing. Not even the Apple popped up.
Hey,
Nothing.
hey, that's wild. That's wild. Oh man, y'all can find me at Recapper24 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And also go check out the Havoc Hour. We talk sports and entertainment. Latest episode is up now, fresh off the NBA and the gambling situation over there too. So it's all up there. You go to my Linktree/Wreak Check out all streaming platforms and whatnot. Video versions up on YouTube as well. Check that out.
Yes, sir. I am the thespian TC Fontaine, aka TCF Baby. Please say the baby. Follow my photography, FOY.flicks on Instagram. Excuse me. Follow Young Kings Wrestling everywhere on all platforms. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Links to all the merch and what have you available at ykwrestling.com. This just in, RIP to Hall of Famer Lenny Wilkins, former coach of the Seattle Supersonics, passed away while we were recording. That came out.
Dang.
So RIP, man. 88 years old, man.
RIP to Lenny, man.
Oh,
and he gonna pass after they get a championship, another championship this year with Thunder. Crazy work.
Hey, Paul Tagliabue too. I heard about that for football started. That's crazy. Yeah.
Rest in peace, young Bleed, man. How you
Young Bleed died?
Yeah, bro. He died right after that verse. It's like a few days after.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, bro.
Hey, we're gonna name the episode How You Do That there.
I like
who that talking about? Who that run up on me?
Care.
It's big boo. Hey man, we out of here, man. Go.
6